And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Headed for the bunker. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem.
I'll shut that guy up. Awesome.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I tell you, a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Settles in over the putt. Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. Frank, the 18th here at Bay Hill. This is a chance to be a hero, but it could all go horribly wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, this is another hole and a great example of it's never over until it's over. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my age.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
What's up?
Oh, solid strike. Right in the heart of the green.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Wow, I thought he made that. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Man.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Four under on the day. Frank, always nice to get in a round here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnie built.
Yeah, it's never easy. Water, so much in play here. Greens firm, fast. Great test.
So for all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner for Frank Nobilo. Until next time.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is that better?
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Novelo. We're here in Orlando, Florida, at the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, what are some of the toughest shots out on this golf course?
Second shot into 8 comes to mind when you've got that sort of long water carry to a very thin green. Probably only a club or so deep there, so it's very hard to get that to land soft. 17 and 18 are always difficult for any level of play. 17, the green is angled slightly to the right. Even though you're coming from an elevated tee, it's tough to judge the right club and get the ball to land softly. And of course, there's always the finishing hole that has to be navigated.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Whoa.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
And setting up here in the rough.
Always tough to get a decent flip. Baseball game, you know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot. Drive.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Hey.
What a shot right there. Beautifully done. Frank, now to the third hole, and where's the trouble here? That's fairly obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one thing you don't want to remind yourself of. There's a bunker all the way down the right side. That's a good place to aim. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool looking hole.
It is.
That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. Rich Lerner, Frank Nobilo back at the 4th hole. It's par 5, the first one on the golf course, and Frank, a really good scoring opportunity.
Certainly is. 2 bunkers down the left. Just want to keep it inside that. If you flare it a little right, there's a hazard that just sneaks up on you.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. Safely aboard. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Starting to feel it now. 2 straight birdies and 3 under for the round. Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side.
Get over, get over, get over, get over, get over.
Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You have to like that. 4 under. Frank, talk to us about the 6th hole.
I don't want to. It's too difficult.
Why not?
It's too hard. It's too difficult. John Daly made 18.
But that's not such a bad score. If you break it down, that's
Break it down for 1 hole. It
3
broke him
pars
down.
and an eagle.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Second shot. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
After hitting it in the drink, this is the 4th shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. This scorecard is quickly adding up.
Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Very well. Now at -2 for the day. Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water,